Hello there, people of the internet. So, with Eternity Code coming out sometime within the near future, I thought it'd be a fun idea to go over the 5 cards that I'm looking forward to in the next set. At the number 5 spot, I have Gravedigger's Trap Hole. What this card does, when your opponent activates a monster effect in their hand or graveyard, or when your opponent's banished monster effect is activated, negate its effect. And if you do, inflict 2,000 damage to your opponent. The reason why I'm looking forward to this card, it has kind of a cute effect. It's kind of useful, but it's kind of slow due to it being a trap. I don't think I'm going to be putting it into a deck anytime soon, since we have access to Call by the Grave, which does basically the same thing, but I see it as a potential target for Trap Trick for decks that can use it, or Lair of Infernoids. Speaking of which, the card I have at the number 4 slot is Malice, Lady of Lament. What this card does, quick effect, you contribute 2 monsters, then target one of your normal traps that is banished or in your graveyard. Set that target, but place it on the bottom of the deck when it leaves the field. You can only use this effect of Malice, Lady of Lament once per turn. This card is obviously meant to help out Lair of Darkness decks, and returning cards to the bottom of the deck isn't really a cost, because you could just search it out again with cards like Trap Trick or Lilith, Lady of Lament. And in fact, it synergizes with Trap Trick, since banishing a trap is part of Trap Trick's cost. So you can activate Trap Trick and set something like Infinite Impermanence, and then activate Malice to set the impermanence that you had to banish off of Trap Trick's cost. So you have 2 negates. For number 3, I have Invoked Allegories. I don't think I'm pronouncing that correctly, but that's how I'm going to pronounce it for this video. This is a fusion monster that uses Alistair and one other fusion monster for its material. And its effect is, if this monster is special summoned, or a monster, parentheses S, is special summoned to your opponent's field, you can target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. You can only use this effect of Invoked Allegories once per turn. Once per turn, you can banish one fusion monster in your graveyard. This card gains attack equal to that banished monster's attack until the end of your opponent's turn. Invokes are seeing a bit of a resurgence in the meta at the current moment. One way you can kind of use this card is if you use Alistair, but it has already been ashed or impermanence, but you have Super Poly in your hand, and your opponent is also playing a fusion deck. Or if your opponent's also using an invoked deck, you can Super Poly their Alistair away and Call by the Grave it, so that they can't use it as fusion material. Plus, it has decent destruction when it's summoned, or when your opponent summons. At the number 2 spot, I have Union Carrier. Its first effect is the same as every other Union monster in the game, so let's just go over its important effect. While this card is equipped to a monster, you can banish this equipped card. Equip one level 4 or lower appropriate Union monster from your deck to the monster this card was equipped to. You can only use this effect of Union Driver once per turn. If you're familiar with this channel, then you already know that I have 2 other videos on ABC, one of which goes over Union Driver. If you haven't seen that video already, I'll leave it at the end of this video for you to check out. And at the number 1 spot, the one that caught everyone by surprise is Effect Veiler. Yes, you heard correct, they are reprinting Effect Veiler as a Starlight Rare. Personally, I don't have any intentions of actually buying this card outside of maybe pulling it from the set. So why have it on this list? Personally, I think it's hilarious that they are reprinting a card in a main set. The second reason is that it opens the door to a lot of possibilities. They can now reprint other cards in this rarity, like Ash Blossom, or some other good hand trap, or some other really good card that a lot of people want to see in this rarity. I'm looking forward to what they'll do when Rise of the Duelist comes out. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like what you're seeing, hit that subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon to get notified of all my doings here on this channel. Stalk me on social media. My name is Brent, and I'm maxed out weird. I'll see you all next time. Peace!